The narcissist divides people to control them. Think about that for a minute. So you're learning about control, you're learning about narcissism, you're learning about empathy, mindset, and you're learning about certain people that have had control over you, your relationships, your health, your time, your money, your love, your empathy, and so much more. Yes, I'm referring to the narcissists, plural. You see, this is what they do. There's an expression in English, and the expression is divide and conquer. Now, if you look all the way back at the history books, no matter what culture you're from, you will find that many people from the past used just that tactic to divide certain jurisdictions and certain communities, and then they would conquer them little piece by piece, little bite by bite. Eventually, let's say there was one territory that a certain individual wanted to conquest or control or dominate or rule. What would they do? They wouldn't just go straight in there and attack and destroy the whole thing, although sometimes they would. Other times, if they thought that they could come up with a better strategy, they would slowly pick apart said target. And that's what the narcissist attempted to do with you. They slowly picked you apart. You see, the narcissist infiltrated your life, and it wasn't until it was too late that you figured out that, yes, you were in a narcissistic relationship. And what did they do when they were in that relationship with you? They slowly drove wedges between you and your money, between you and your time, between you and your exercise routine, between you and your sleep, between you and your health, if I didn't say that, your relationships, between you and your clarity. You see, this is what happened. The narcissist wanted you to become a shell of yourself. They wanted you to become an extension of them, which is why they tried to erase you, your identity, and all of your belief systems. And the narcissist came very close to accomplishing that, extremely close. But they failed. And yes, of course, you should know by now, they failed miserably when it comes to you. And of course, when it comes to me, because I'm here. And I have the ability, the luxury, the privilege, the honor, and my moonshot to pay it forward and create videos for you each and every day so you can get the wisdom that I've acquired over many years. Specifically, many years being trapped in narcissistic abusive cycles. Many of the cycles I was trapped in were small. Many of them I haven't even processed yet or even thought about because they were only for a couple of hours or a couple of days or periods of time when I wasn't focused on that. But then again, what happened? Meet the apex predator. Yes, the narcissist, the behemoth, the juggernaut, the one person who captured your attention, who lured you into a web of manipulation, who controlled everything about you. And once you met that person, it was game, set, advantage, narcissist. Until when? You nailed it. Until it wasn't. And when it wasn't is when you got the wisdom. It's when you finally saw the light and you began to figure out that that person never loved you. That person never cared about you as a human being. That person loves nobody. They have no empathy and they care about nobody other than themselves. When you wrap your head around that, you will realize that it wasn't just you who was targeted. There have been billions of us since the history of time began, tens of billions, probably even more. But what matters is you during this period of time because this is your life. All those that came before you, all the fallen comrades, all the people who never figured out narcissism, I'm sending you all, wherever you are, positive energy, abundance, and my hope is that you're in a better space. I almost met that same fate, but I didn't. You almost met that same fate, but you didn't, which is why you need to count your lucky stars that you're out of the relationship and that either you've healed or you are healing. Any way you cut it, any way you look at it, any way you dissect it, this is the relationship you need to heal from. If it weren't a toxic relationship, you and I don't meet. If it weren't a toxic relationship, you are not searching on YouTube for answers to questions that you didn't have. If it were not a toxic relationship, you would have been already in another relationship. But again, that's why this is the relationship you need to heal from. And that's why you have to be patient with yourself because this is a marathon. It is not a sprint. There is no magic pill that can be consumed. There is certainly no magic wand that can be waved and you will be healed tomorrow. It doesn't work that way. The healing path is a direct correlation contingent upon how much work you place into yourself. If you place the work into yourself, you will heal. Now, when you will heal, can't tell you. Nobody can tell you. And if anybody tries to tell you, do A, B, and C, or take course X, Y, Z, you're gonna heal in this period of time, they flat out don't know what they're talking about. And I will prove that very succinctly for you right now. You're different than me. I'm different than you. I'm older or younger or different language or different ethnicity, which means that's why healing is directly up to you. It's not coming in a textbook form. It's not one size fits all. It doesn't work that way. Can courses and classes help you? Absolutely they can, if done by the proper person or people. And mainly, please play this part of the video, if these people know what they're talking about and they're not in it just to make a dollar. This is why I create videos every day. No, not to make a dollar, to pay it forward, to give you the truth that so many other people are incapable of giving you because they didn't live it. They don't know what narcissism is day in and day out. They don't know what it's like to be trapped in the narcissistic fog. Many people can read books and they can say they know it and I get it. But you know what? I've walked it. I've lived it. I had to escape from it. I almost offed myself because of it. And now I'm here. So I am now off the soapbox to hammer home the point that you need to be consuming content that serves you value and that you are getting value from. But how the narcissist controls people and how they isolate people or divide people to control them, think about it. Remember that game Risk when you were a kid? You're probably thinking Monopoly too, but I'm going to talk about Risk. Risk is the game where you have to conquer the world and you have different countries and different continents. And if you control one continent, well, then there's only 6 more to go. If you control 2, then there's 5 more, whatever. If there are 7 continents, I don't remember these days. I believe there are 7. Whatever there are, that's the game. Well, think about it. It's a game of risk. That's why it's a game. With a narcissist, everything's a risk, but it isn't a game. It's your life. And the narcissist was trying to dominate you, and they were trying to divide and conquer everything about you. So at the end, when they discarded you, or when you were crumbled up like a sheet of paper and discarded, they had everything lined up and in place. The smear campaign was well underway. Your demise was well underway. Your doubting yourself was well underway. Your being caught up in the trauma bond, if that happened to you, most likely you were needing or feeling like you were compelled to communicate with your abuser. There's your trauma bond right there. And also, everything was lined up for the narcissist to just say one word, which was now, and boom, your whole life imploded like that. That's what happened with me, and it probably happened with you. But it didn't happen in 15 seconds. It happened over time. The narcissist essentially is akin to carbon monoxide. What is carbon monoxide? It's odorless. It's odorless. It's tasteless. You can't see it. But if you breathe it in, it will do a lot of damage to you. An awful lot of damage to you. There's your narcissist right there. The narcissist slowly creeps in. Before you know it, it's too late. Before you know it, they've taken over your house, your mind, your energy, your money. You don't know what's going on. You lose yourself. That's why you need to get the wisdom. Once you've identified that somebody that perhaps you are still in communication with, or you are on the bubble with communicating with, if they're toxic, or if they're not serving you, or if they keep on being a person who just is being negative or calling you only when they need something, well, that's a indication that perhaps you should take a closer look at said relationship. The narcissist is going to take whatever they can from you and more. And they will take whatever they possibly can. They'll take things you never even thought of. I shared this in videos over the years. I used to have a pair of tweezers. Very simple thing, a pair of tweezers from the 1950s. They were super heavy, and I loved them. And they were an antique or an heirloom given to me by my mom. One of the few things I kept, one of the few things I still had. Well, they mysteriously disappeared. Now, I kept those with me and traveled all over the world with those. And then mysteriously they disappear. You tell me what happened there. Did I misplace them? No, I didn't misplace them. You get my point. This is what the narcissist wants. They want you scratching your head. They want to gaslight you. They want to blame you. They want to triangulate you. They want to control you. And then they want to say, it wasn't me. I don't know what you're talking about. That's your problem. I didn't do anything. Or you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to help me out. I didn't ask you to do that. Or no one said you had to do this. This is how the narcissist is. Picture a petulant child, 7-year-old kid who's never fully grown. Well, 7-year-old kid hasn't grown, but picture the narcissist mentally as a 7-year-old kid who's never fully developed mentally. Physically they developed, but mentally they didn't. So they're stunted, they're stuck, they're missing big pieces in the brain part of their body, and they don't know what to do. They're just flailing. They're running around like AI, like robots on autopilot. What do I do? Oh my gosh, it's the morning. I should love bomb people. Oh my gosh, there's nobody else to love bomb. Oh, what do I do? This is what they do. They're so boring. They're so yawn boring. Now, you may not think that right now because perhaps maybe your relationship ended recently. I get it. What that means is that if where you are right now is not where you want to be, there's work to be done. If you are where you want to be, stay where you are, wherever you are. I'm talking mentally, emotionally, financially, physically, spiritually. But any way you look at it, eventually you will have to go no contact and block that person. Because if the narcissist sniffs any avenue of communication still open, at a later date, they could, not that they would, but they could try to kick it wide open and blame you and go back for round 2, 3, 15, whatever it was. That's why you need to take this very seriously. You need to get off the radar of that person and you need to block them once and for all. Don't look back. Do your part. Help humanity. Help the cause. Help the common consciousness of the planet. Help all of us empaths and help eradicate the narcissistic behavior. Not the people, the behaviors, the chip missing in their brain, the mentality, the disorder. Help alleviate that and help these people stay away from you. When you do your part, as I've done my part, then that's 2 people who have done their part. When another person does it, it's 3, then it's 4 and 5. And that's what's happening all over the planet, as I've shared for months, mainly in this exact year. The narcissist is scrambling for supply. They don't have it the way they used to. They used to be able to snap their fingers and say jump, and 15 people would say how high. Now they snap their fingers and it's falling on deaf ears. There's an echo in the room where the narcissist is currently staying. On top of that, they've gotten older. Yes, they are becoming, say it with me, 3, 2, 1, yes. They're becoming the aging narcissist, which is not, and I repeat, not a pretty sight to see. These people are decrepit. Their lipstick is smeared. Their one eye's hanging out of their eyeball a little more than the other one. I can say that because this eye to me is a little bit bigger than that one, and you should know it by now. And they're just falling apart. But you know what? The narcissist has nobody these days to regulate them. The narcissist has nobody there to answer texts or pick up phones or check on emails. The narcissist is finding that the control has slipped right through their grubby little fingers. And the narcissist is also finding out that the control not only has slipped through their fingers, but the supply that the control provides is all but gone. If you stay on course and if you stay on the path and you continue to do what you need to do to stay away from toxicity, this planet will get so much brighter, so much more abundant, so much more peaceful. And you will understand that what I've been talking about for almost 6 years, not only is it accurate and true, but you will be part of the tsunami of abundance, of the tidal wave of authenticity, and of the age of appreciation. You are stronger than you know. You are not alone. And you need to understand the narcissist divided you up into many pieces. They conquered and they misdirected and they steered all of your energy and all your time and everything away from where it should have been going, which was into you, into themselves. Those days are over. They can't do it. The cat's out of the bag. The jig is up. The news is out. We finally found it. The renegade that had it made, which was the narcissist. It's hashtag time's up. Close the chapter of the book once and for all on the narcissist. Don't give toxicity a 2nd, 3rd, 15th chance, and understand you are not alone. So everyone, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from the beautiful Carolinas. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon, evening, or morning. No matter where you are on the planet, you are not alone. I love you all, and I'll talk with you tomorrow. A few quick things. 1, the narcissist did divide you and conquer you in that relationship. That was for a period of time. It's not forever. They also divided and conquered anything that they could from you. Your gold, your silver, your crypto, your money, your bank accounts, your health, your relationships, your 401k, your job, your house, the favorite dishes you liked, your music, and more. They did everything they could. But remember, that's in the past. I said the word did in the past. The present, you're rebuilding or you've rebuilt. And you need to take those lifelong learning lessons from the past, not predict the future, and stay in the present moment. The present moment is where the abundance happens. This is where you can take a class, teach a class, read a book, write a book, travel the world, fall in love again, do whatever you want to do, as long as toxicity is staying away from you. And that's the path, that's the way, and that's what you must do. I love you all, and I'll talk with you tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Big, huge hug and virtual heart for all of you. You are not alone. I love you all. You're not alone. Bye.